What's up, guys? Your boy Russ again, back with another one. I'm just getting off work, about to head home. Let's get into this video. So on this one, we're going to talk about, is it worth it owning a BMW F80 or M3, M2, you know, any type of M series BMW? Is it worth it? I had the car for what, almost a month now, I think. And guys, trust me, this thing is worth it, guys. It's worth it. The car is overall extremely fun. Ever since I had it, I've had a lot of fun with this car. This thing is extremely loud. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this car. I'm not gonna say I race people, but you know, did a couple little pulls on the highway, you know, with a couple different cars, just to see how my car would perform, and it performed masterfully. And that was pretty much before I got any type of modifications done to the car. As you guys know, I just got the high flow cats put on here and the AWE exhaust, which made the car extremely loud, but I think it made the car slower. My car used to pull a lot harder before I did this, and I think the reason is because, you know, I changed the dynamics of the car, and it's not tuned. So that could be the reason why it feels a little sluggish at the low end. But when I'm up at speeds, you know, about 50, 60 miles an hour, and you know, I put it in Sport or Sport Plus, this thing definitely moves out. So be aware of the situation you might cause when you make these type of modifications to the car. It's good to do all the bolt-ons at once and get the car tuned to whatever specs or dynamics it need to be at. That's probably the better option. But me, I was just rushing to get an exhaust put on because my car is extremely quiet. My bad, I had to punch it right there and emerge onto the highway. But yeah, like I was saying, it's best to get it all done at once. Get all the bolt-ons put on, get it tuned, so your car will recognize the things that you changed on your car. Don't do it like me and just piecemealing it until, you know, get it tuned, until you get it tuned. I have all the parts coming from, I think it's BRSF. I have their twin intakes coming. I have their top mount intercooler. I have their charge pipes coming for the car. So once I get all these things in, I'll be taking the car to I think it's called induction. They're gonna be installing everything, and they're gonna be tuning my vehicle. He said he just got all the equipment and everything to be able to tune BMWs. I forget who the product is. Is that a cop back there? I don't know, it might be a cop. I forget who is the actual tuning, who the actual company is for the tuning software. But he said it to me in an email. I figured a tune might run about 700 to 1,000. I think that's what it might run. So I'm eager to get all the bolt-ons put on and then see what the car does, guys. We'll see what type of power this car makes. I'm hoping for around 525, 520, something like that. Or 500 horsepower or something. These things come, I think, 425 stock. So I'm thinking with all the bolt-ons I got, plus a tune, I'm thinking an extra 100 horsepower, 80, 100 horsepower, whatever. Another 80, 100 pounds of torque, somewhere in there. So, like I said, guys, I'm excited for this. I genuinely love this car. You know, coming from a Hellcat, Scat Pack, the Dodge world, owning a C7 Corvette, you know, owning a CTSV V2, out of all the platforms that I've had as far as performance cars, this is absolutely the most fun I've had with a car. And it's not just the straight line speed, you know, it's about the handling, the styling, the look of the car, the feel of the car. Like, this steering wheel is just as tight as my Hellcat. And right now I'm just in regular sport mode, but like, the steering wheel is so, the steering column, the steering wheel, you know, just the steering on this car is just so crisp. Like, when I'm changing lanes in this car, I have zero worry, guys, about how it's gonna react or how it's gonna maneuver through traffic. Like, this car just weaves in and out of traffic. And you know, I got the power to be able to you know, get out on people if I wanted to. This is not the fastest car in the world, but for the weight of the car and for the power it has, along with the twin turbos, man, this is definitely where it's at. So I'm telling you, like, this car is definitely worth the buy. If you're thinking about getting a BMW, I would definitely say either go like 340, F10, F11, F80, or any of the F series. You can go with the, like I said, the M5s, the M6s. If you got that kind of bread, go M8. But even some of the 3 series, like I said, the 340s and things like that, man, 335s, like, you can get some power out of them. You definitely get some power out of this little inline 6 with these turbos. Eventually, guys, I'm not even gonna hold you. Eventually, I want to do stage 2 turbos, and we're gonna be running a decent amount of boost. I said I was only trying to get 650, 700, you know, to the wheels, but who knows, man. I got people with 1200 horsepower S2000s. I got people with 1000 horsepower Evos. Like, these are my family, these are my homeboys, you know what I mean? My cousin, my homeboy. Like, I got some real hitters in my team, so I can't be coming with no slow car, if you get what I'm saying. But 600-700 horsepower, that's not slow at all. So I think it's definitely gonna be a problem on the track, you know, when I finally get the car done, get it dialed in the way I want. I think it's gonna be a monster. So right now we're just focusing on performance mods, and then, like I said, after that we'll go and we'll start doing the appearance mods. So, front splitter, wing, or spoiler, doing the rear diffuser, I'm doing the side skirts, and we will be doing some type of wrap on the cars, guys. Like, on the car, like, I'm not gonna go full wrap because I love my Austin yellow, but I have an idea in mind of a half wrap, and I just want to see how it look. I might get them to see if they can do it like on a computer or something before I even get it done, just to see if I can get it the way I want. So other than that, man, like, look at this. I'm turning corners at 60s, guys. Like this thing moves out. Like, I'm telling you, this car is just extremely fun, and the car is extremely loud right now. Like, it's almost to the point where it's kind of annoying, but I understand if you want to build a fast car, it's gonna make a lot of noise. Like I said, I'm used to the V8 noise, so maybe it's just a different noise than me, but it's like this motor is something different when you put exhaust on it. And I think I rushed into getting this exhaust because I saw a couple clips, couple vlogs that other people did, and I was like, oh my God, it sounds amazing. But what I ended up seeing a lot of people do actually is they did just mid pipes. They did high flow cats. I mean, not high flow, catless down pipes. They switched out their mid pipes, and they kept the stock rear mufflers. So, you know, so you'll be able to control it with the valves. To me, that's like kind of smart, you know what I mean? But me, I was like, nah, I just want to jump out there and get the loudest, freaking craziest M3. And it's like, sometimes you just want to cruise, and I ain't gonna say in silence, but you just want to hear like a little bit of the tone of exhaust. Like, you just don't want to be hearing it just blamming off the whole time you're driving. So, I don't know. This is gonna take something to get used to, or I'm gonna have to do something about this exhaust. I really didn't want to spend any more money as far as exhaust on this car, but I know eventually I'll have to do catless downpipes just for the power aspect. So that's probably what I'll do, is just get the catless downpipes. And I don't know if I'm gonna get the axle back, because right now I'm looking at what is it, is it Denan? I know they got an axle back exhaust for it. I'm not even gonna try to say the other word, but you guys know what I'm talking about, that Aperkravic or whatever it is. That has an axle back system. I still have my stock exhaust, or my stock axle back exhaust system, but I don't know. Let's give it a little bit more time, guys. Let's give it a little bit more time. I just don't want to jump to conclusions, like, because I went back to Coachella and I was like, look, we need to do something about this car. We need to make it quieter. He was like, well, it's not going to be that loud if you put the factory, you know, muffler on there. I'm like, that's fine. But I could control it with the valves, you know, when I go into Sport Plus, things of that nature. Valves is all wide open. So I'm like, should I do it? But he like, then I gotta cut, you know, the exhaust is already on here. And it's like, I spent all this money on this exhaust and I'm getting ready to cut it up. Like, that don't even make sense, guys. So I'm like, nah, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to cut my exhaust. Like, I just literally got it on the car, like, what, a week ago? Something like that. Week and a half ago. So it's like, I don't want to cut my exhaust. But, like, listen to this thing. Regular sport mode. Yeah, that's in sport all around. That didn't sound that bad. I was accelerating, but I wasn't flooring it. Let's see what happened when I floored it. Yeah, that thing crazy. All right, that was me flooring it. And sport mode. So yeah, I mean, I might can get used to this, guys. I might can get used to it. It's just I got two really loud cars now. I got this, and I have the Durango, which is loud. So it's like, what's gonna happen if we want to take a road trip or something? Like, we just gonna be in a loud ass car. We just gonna have to have good conversation or some good music playing, because thing is loud. Like right now I'm doing like 50, and I don't really hear the droning or nothing, but this car does drone a lot. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get used to it. If not, eventually we'll come back around and we'll do something about the axle back part of this exhaust. Not the full thing, but the axle back. Remember, I am gonna switch out the high flow downpipes for catless, and then may or may not switch out the axle back, but we'll see. But like I said, I don't really want to talk you guys' ear off. It's kind of long already, but this car is definitely worth it if you're wanting to come over to BMW, let's say from different platforms. To me, it was the best all-around car for the price. Like, I got this for a good price. way less than what I've been paying. I would have been paying for the Hellcat, and I wasn't gonna pay $40,000 for a car I really didn't love. So I paid $50-some-thousand for a car that I really love. I truly do love this car, and I'm excited about the future, guys. So I'm excited for the next couple weeks when this thing get put together. It gets tuned. I want to see what it is, and then we're going up, changing out the spark plugs and everything, and we switching over to E85, guys. I'm going straight to E85 after we get the initial results of how the car you know, does after it gets tuned. So I'm trying. I think after the E85 I should be up there about 600 horsepower. Let's hope 600 to the wheels, so it'll be more than 600 horsepower. But we're gonna see it, man. But always remember though, with these cars, even with stock, even in stock form, you can have a crank hub failure. So now that I'm doing all these mods to the car, I'm definitely going to be doing the crank hub. And in fact, I need to ask Ed with induction whether or not, how much he's actually going to be charging for a crank hub install. So we're going to get that information. I'll let you guys know. But we're going to keep moving with the M, man. This thing is going to be a beast. I guarantee by the summer, we should have everything done. Like, you know, full stage 2 on E85, on either lowering springs, or adjustable lowering springs, or bags. I really want bags. And on the wheel, I think I'm going with Apex. I want a nice wheel, but I don't really want to spend too much. So I think I'm going with Apex. Out of all the brands that I thought about or considered, I think Apex is the best as far as price point that I want to be at. I think they're at a great price point. So I'm trying to have everything done, like I said, by the summertime. And after that, I'm gonna chill for a while and, you know, enjoy the car for what it is. And then hopefully in the next year, beginning of 2023, we up in everything. We up in the boost. we're up in the turbos. We're up in the boost. We're gonna up everything on this car. Like I said, I just want a little monster. I'm probably gonna get a real cheap hoopty, just to be my commuter car. So I should have the commuter. I should have the Beast, which is this, and of course the Durango. The wife drives that, so it's gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good time for the channel. Multiple platforms, so you guys can see. I'm probably not gonna feature the hoopty. Obviously, there's nothing really to show about that. And whatever little minor things I do to the Durango on the in-between time. So I really appreciate you guys for rocking with me. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and smash that like button. It's greatly appreciated. It helps the algorithm, helps the videos get out there. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button. The more subscribers, the better. I really rock with you guys, man, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. And turn on that notification bell, because I'm gonna keep dropping content, man, no matter what. They can get 5 views, they can get 100,000 views. I'm just gonna keep dropping content, man, because you guys, like I said, I know a lot of you guys love my content. So until the next one, peace.